Good morning to whoever is on this morning, and greetings and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Want to greet you on this beautiful, serene Sunday morning. This neighborhood view, I guess you all may have an idea of where we are, especially those who have done what I've done most of my life, and that's surf. We haven't come here to actually show you the surf this morning, but we've come to see if we can catch up with Nolan McCarthy, who is one of our family who's walked with us from Jersey for a long time, and we haven't seen him for about 3 years now. So he said he'd be up here surfing this morning. They're leaving our shores today, but in case you do not know where we are, greetings to each and every one of you all. We are at South Point Beach Break, or South Point Surf Break. I don't really got beach break from, there's no beach up here. Good morning to each and every one of you all. As I said, we just came to see Nolan, but what we said we would do is we would come down here and do a little video for you as well, because we know some of you are lacking this, or even if you have this, you're not getting it with the intensity that we are here for sure. It is a beautiful day, absolutely stunning day. Good morning to you from, of course, Jeanette, and also Josie. Jeanette, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so we're going to move on down here. Said we're just going to be showing you all a little bit, or sharing with you all a little bit. It's not a big surf there or anything like that, but we want to share this little bit of beach and beauty with you at the moment. When we get onto the bottom, we're going to do our Serenity prayer. They want to go up there in case traffic and stuff is coming through. So I always like to opt for the best area, and then we will show you a little bit of surfing, just to bring you out here to give you a little bit of the warmth. Not sure if Nolan is still here, because he was said he was coming up around 7, or getting here for around 7. We got here about 8. That wasn't intentional. Mark Robinson, good morning to you, my brother. I'm so happy you joined me this morning, because I know you really appreciate the ocean here. So enjoy a little bit of it. We're not turning towards the surfing area yet. We can look across this section. We'll talk to you a little bit more about it in a little while, but we look in this direction here now, and we're going to say our Serenity prayer. Those who'd like to join us, please do. All others will be back to you in a couple of moments. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Alright, we would normally have spun you around and give you a circle of love. However, we want to just stay in a stationary location and look in case you're in your meditation, or if you're reflecting, that you would have had the opportunity to not being actually distracted from that. So we're now going to show you, this is surf break. Believe it or not, the break is pretty similar to what it has been like a long time ago, from right through for the time we have known, even when they've had like a little bit of sand settling, which is not too often because it doesn't stay around here too often. A lot of these sand pockets in the reef, we don't find any sand in them anymore either. And again, that's only on occasions, and I haven't done up here or snorkeled up here or surfed up here for a while now. So going on what I saw last time we did come up here and swim, that was about a year and a half ago. I didn't see as much sand as there used to be on the reef. Anyhow, predominantly it's a left break. With that being said, there are some rights that do come through. There's a right just where this inside guy is sitting, that will break on certain swells or at different sets. And then there's a right from just directly in front of us. It's also, again, a perfect barrel as well. Short rides, but usually very hollow and very steep, so you can get a lot of fun, a lot of power moves as well. Up inside, multiple peaks form on the outside reef, or the reef between here and the outside actual Bowbells reef itself, or Bowbells channel, Bowbells reef. That area is pocketed with lots of lefts. However, where you're seeing the guy in the center of the camera now just disappeared, coming back into view, that's where the bigger lefts will come. And then they're really big and work their way right through. And again, another peak from down here that also works on the left, based on the other side of the right that we talked about before. But the lefts, very long lefts. Seen up here, people riding from up with the guy in the top, the longboard, almost the entire way down through, or in some cases the entire way down through the inside section here. Tell me inside section, you know, concrete and metal only withstand what they can, because anyone who would surf here over the years will remember how much wider here was, and also the wall that used to be on the outside section. You can see all these slabs, so what was here before has been dislodged. You can see the twisted metal and stuff. So it's changed a lot. We said the physical landscape has changed a lot. Also, when I started surf here with Ashley Trott and Kevin Branker, there were no homes here at all in this area. This is all the grass pasture. We actually used to camp out here on the pasture itself and then surf here through over weekends and things like that. So I'll tell you, being through here a long time, lots of changes. Had not become a regular here after I moved to Silver Sands. Silver Sands became my home. Silver Sands and Dover. Dover is where I started, of course, and Silver Sands are here. And then Silver Sands itself. So, but it's just a little sheer memory for me to reminisce on, and also a little vision of beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Look at the blues. Yeah, these are absolutely like not Photoshop. This is the real thing. We are broadcasting on live format, so we should be getting a 1080, and hopefully when they reprocess it at YouTube, it'll even be cleaner. But those who are on right now will be seeing it pretty much in the quality it would be, and I hope that is a good quality. I don't want to go down below this wall because of the signal strength may dip. Obviously, you're talking about a big house, a lot of concrete. We do know that there's a tower just up here by the South Point Lighthouse. It gives a very strong reading signal here, so we thought we'd bring you here for some of this beauty. Alright, paddling out from here, if you want to look back in our surf rates in Barbados, you will see a far more experienced surfer out here than me. Alan Burrett walk us through the going ins and outs of out here. However, to get out here when it's really big, you guys have two options. There's a little small cove just up here by that rock where you see it protruding on the water there. That's where you can push off from. However, if you get caught at the wrong time, all these sets that are coming through here are going to drive you right back down inside of here. What a lot of guys tend to do, or I don't know if they still do it, we used to walk up further along the cliff itself, just around the corner there, and then we push off from out there and get beaten in through the swells and hopefully get through this channel where we talk about this right that's coming through here. Hopefully you'll be able to get through the channel when the rights are performing again in the outside section. But that's basically how it is. It's all reef bottom break. There's no sand to stand up on out here. Again, as Alan has always said, and everybody else that we've interviewed has said, make sure not put your foot down on anything because there are lionfish and cobblers and stuff. Cobblers were the biggest fear before. That's sea urchins. We don't see them as much now. Definitely don't see sea eggs this close in, but you will find lionfish along the coastlines of Barbados, so you have to be very, very careful. Don't put your foot down. You might find an eel as well waiting to put a bite on you. So get your feet off the ground. And you're coming in out here, two areas to come in. One, if you get beat away down inside, you can come up the steps here, but that would be extremely difficult right now because the surgeon that's coming through there, and the steps are also, a lot of have been decayed and dismantled partially as well. So you'll be returning back in on this small little section here, and you would obviously be careful because at the high tide you can get washed into the actual coral that runs from here consistently right up through the whole coastal section here by this break itself. So it's a break you have to be just careful on. It is a good break for like anyone who is coming just slightly after the beginners is looking for somewhere fun to play on. This will be a good place, and also when it gets really good, this is an exceptional break. You'll find some, I gotta say, world-class style surfing out here for sure, without a doubt. We have some locals that shred this place to pieces. Anyhow, good morning to each and every one of you all. You have not seen me yet, so I wasn't hiding myself on purpose. I know that you're here to see me, so you'll stay on until I come on, and then you may go, so I kept it to the end. I'm only kidding, but thank you for joining us this morning. You know, we're Barbados, a journey 246. I don't even know if I have mentioned that yet today. Our journey is just through growth and healing, through love and kindness. Basically, that summarizes it pretty much if you did not know already. If you found us this morning by accident, we ask if you subscribe and put on your notifications for our channel because we love energy, which we see in numbers. That's the reason we like numbers, you know, so we can see the energy from people that are watching and, you know, thumbs ups and comments and stuff. We went and got the software. They were able to view the comments now and interact with you as well. Although I don't view them too often because I'm too busy talking and running my mouth. But we're working to create a more online community. We have some amazing live warriors that currently make sure that every time they come on, they stimulate interest and fun and humor and stuff. So, you know, that's building. We're watching that week by week. So we thank all of those who do that. We thank those who give us the thumbs up. The ones that give you thumbs down, well, we just take them as people that didn't enjoy what we do. And we have no problem with being misunderstood. So it really doesn't faze us too much. No, we keep life real simple. We try not to let little things in life that we have no control over worry us. So that is entirely up to the individuals themselves. Anyway, thank you again for joining us. All right, so our little something today, walking on the coastline. And give you a little something from here. All right, so the rocks would obscure Oyston's Bay, etc. However, you will find from here, if you are aware or familiar with the coastline, you will see what you see Barbados Windsurf Club, which is now, of course, I can't even remember the name of it offhand, Lord Butterfly Beach. All right, and then that would be the whitish building. You see the pink building, and then you will see the white building, and that general area is where the Butterfly Beach would be. Then a very big structure, you will come to that, see the expansion that went on to Sea Breeze years ago. And then you're going to work your way down to Sandals, which is the next huge structure. Obviously, all the coastline in between are the Maxwell beaches, etc., and Casuarina Beach. Then you can actually see Dover itself, which would be the long strip of sand that you just get beyond the Casuarinas, or beyond the buildings. You see the long strip of sand, that would be Dover, and then it works its way down and goes on down through the coastline, St.LawrenceGap, and you can see then Rockley, right down to, I would think, pretty much not the Hilton itself, but somewhere down the end of Hastings Rocks itself. That would be the last landmass that you would see just before the boardwalk runs out. The big corner that will go around by Soko, I think that would be probably last landmass we see at the moment. Anyway, thanks again for joining us from beautiful, beautiful Barbados. I hope this has brought a little comfort to you. Jeanette and myself send our love. Of course, Josie's with us as well, so we can tell you she's sending her love too, because she's a love puppy, so that would be expected. This is the love month, and we're not saying love because of it being the month. We're saying love because that's the way we live, that's the way we are. You will always get our love from us. If we're not comfortable with the way you're living your life, we're not going to judge you and tell you you're living it wrong. We're just going to say it's not conducive with ours. We seek positivity and not negativity, and if that means that we don't get the hundreds of thousands of likes or hits that come on the channel, so be it. It's not a problem, because we walk in to please ourselves, to heal ourselves, and to grow into who we want to become on Judgment Day. You know, you'll have a blessed day. Enjoy yourselves. Be peaceful. Enjoy today's. Call a friend. Call a family member who you haven't spoken to for a long time. Don't take a wasted opportunity and throw it away, or don't waste a given opportunity by throwing it away. You know, try and give a friend a call. If you haven't spoken to a family member at all for a very long time, listen. I'm going to have to practice what I'm preaching to, because I don't do that too often. But I'll have to reach out if I can, and if you can, reach out, say hello, just check in, see if they're okay, and make sure they're safe in the cold weather you're experiencing, or if you're here in Barbados, just make sure they're safe and make sure they're doing well. Have a blessed Sunday. From myself, of course, from my beautiful wife, and of course from our lovely little puppy Josie. See you later. Catch you all later, guys. Have a blessed Sunday, okay? Take care.